Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Lon and Teresa here, and today we're going to be talking about the Wyndham Garden Cam Ranh Resort in Cam Ranh, Vietnam. It is about a 30-minute drive south of Nha Trang, Vietnam. It is a beachfront resort where every villa, there's no hotel rooms, every villa has its own swimming pool. And please stick around until after the video, as we will give our ratings and review of our stay. But first, a little housekeeping. If you're not done so already, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so that we can continue to bring you this excellent content. Enjoy your video, and we'll see you soon. Hey, we're standing outside the Pool Bar Restaurant. This is a little pickup area if you want to take the buggy on up to the main lobby to the restaurant or the fitness area. Let's go have a ride. Xin chào. Hey everyone, welcome to the front lobby of the Wyndham Garden Resort Hotel. Inside here we'll have a walk around at the lobby and also one of the two restaurants that is on property. It's actually the main breakfast dining area, but you can also get lunch and dinner here. Then we'll cruise on up to the 4th floor where there's a kids club, a fitness gym workout area, also like a library or entertainment area, and they also have their spa. So let's go have a look around. Hello everyone. We just wanted to show you our 3-bedroom villa here at the Wyndham Garden in Cam Ranh. It is a 400 to 500 square meter, again 3-bedroom villa, and one of the best things about it is got a your own private swimming pool that is beachfront. Let's go around and have a look. As you can see, the beautiful swimming pool. You have the ocean right on the other side of these bushes. The swimming pool is on a timer, so ours comes on at 10 a.m. Not exactly sure what time it turns off. We're usually asleep by then, but there's a couple steps down, a nice little waiting area. And as you can see, you got your jacuzzis right over here. Got a couple lounge chairs, a little table and chairs for some sunset dining. It's all undercover, under roof. And you have a drying rack. Drying rack you can set on the side of the house if you want to, but it was just more convenient for us to have it over here. Let's take a step inside. You've got 3 sliding glass doors for your entry and exit area. Huge big living room. You got your widescreen TV. Again, feel free to bring your streaming device so you can watch any shows that you like. This table is very big if you have a larger family or larger group. It can seat 6 to 8 people very comfortably. Okay. Right over here is your kitchen. You turn on some lights. Huge kitchen island with some bar seating right there. Okay, now we did have to, when we got here, it was a little bare. We did call the front desk and got a lot of kitchen supplies. So you've got your rice cooker, your oven range, microwave, full-size sink, full-size refrigerator, freezer. Don't drink the water here. They do provide you 6 bottles of water every day, plus a few more bottles for your bathrooms, for brushing your teeth and whatnot. But we've got all your kitchen supplies, your mugs, your plates, your silverware. We're not going to open up all the drawers. Okay, they do restock you coffee, tea every day. And I'm telling you, I love this G7 G7 coffee. It's 3-in-1. It's delicious. Here, you do have your own washer, as well as a full bathroom over here. Okay, it's on a storage closet. In here, you don't need to really concern yourself with. This is mostly for the maintenance workers. So you got one bedroom downstairs, 2 bedrooms upstairs. The villa does come with 4 full bathrooms. Down here you've got 2 full-size or 2 twin beds. And do notice that right outside here, you've got a sliding glass door that leads you right out to your private pool area. Okay. Of course, you've got your TV, a workstation here, and out of the places that we've been, very generous closet space here. Okay. One thing they do here is that if you like, put this card down. They'll change your sheets every 3 days. Otherwise, they'll just come make the beds and deliver your coffee on a daily basis. kind of tight in here, but you got a full-size bathroom, 2 shower heads, of course plenty of storage for all your cosmetics. They do deliver a couple bottles of water for brushing your teeth and whatnot, and they do provide clean, fresh towels every day. Upstairs, this is one of the 2 private bedrooms upstairs. King size bed, again, plenty of storage, your own workstation, TV, lounge area. Right outside, you have your own private balcony overlooking the ocean. Again, your full-size bath. This one actually has a soaking tub with a shower. One of the common things here in Asia is you have your little privacy screen that allows you to see through into the bedroom. But again, bottles of water, fresh towels daily, everything you need. Second bedroom upstairs. Again, king size bed, similar to what you just saw over there. Your own workstation, lounge area, same closet space. So storage here is excellent. Also their own private bath. This one with the 2 shower heads. Now, one of the cool things about this place is that it has an outdoor balcony area and a rooftop deck. Go around and have a look at that. Now, you can access this area from either bedroom or from the upstairs hall. This allows you some great sunset views. Let's go up top to the roof deck and have a look around. Large area, they don't provide you any lounge chairs or anything, but have a look around. This place is huge. Right here, you got the beach and the ocean right there. How cool is that? So again, this is our 3-bedroom villas. They do have 1, 2-bedroom, as well as 3 and 4-bedroom villas. So just check to see what you need. Again, our villa was 400 to 500 square meters, and it provided us with a 3-bedroom, 4-bath villa. So hope you enjoy this video. Everyone, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the video. So first on our list is location. And we gave this 4 stars out of 5. And it's always tough to talk about some of these oceanfront communities, because if you like the beach and you want to escape to a nice peaceful retreat, it's more like a 5-star. But if you're someone who likes to be closer to the city or in the city, and you want easy access to restaurants and shops and things like that, well, that just wasn't the case here at the Wyndham. We did have to take a 30-minute grab drive to Nha Trang to visit the malls, to do grocery shopping, again, to eat out, dining, see, get the downtown vibe. So that was kind of like the plus and the minus of staying at the Cam Ranh Resorts. But it was really close to the airport. It was like a 2 minute drive from the airport to the resort. And again, it was about a 30 to 40 minute grab drive from the resort to the next biggest city, which is Nha Trang.
Yeah, and so we did use the grab rides to go to the airport a couple times just to eat at the little restaurants at the airport. So that was a quick ride because even grab food was hard to come by. There were some options, but not very many options to order grab food to the villas. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. That's why it's a 4 instead of a 5.
Right. Next up is cleanliness.
So cleanliness, we gave that a 4.5 out of 5. Again, the facilities, the property, the rooms, the villas, the housekeeping staff, everything was super clean. Everything was really well maintained. The grounds were impeccable. But right next door to the Wyndham is an abandoned property that we were told was abandoned during COVID times. And in front of that property, there's quite a bit of trash that has accumulated on the beach. So every now and then the trash kind of floats its way over to the Wyndham property. They do a pretty good job of mitigating and keeping up with it, but the beach isn't the cleanest. So that was just a little downside to that. So that's why they got a 4.5 out of 5 instead of 5. So just to keep that in mind. But most days the beach was cleaned up right in front of the property of the Wyndham. They can't really control what's happening next door, but sometimes the trash would kind of float over into the Wyndham property.
Yeah, and I think it was the case. We were there during low season, and being there for about 10 days or 10 nights, we kind of went through 2 cycles of visitors. After the first couple of days, I think they did a pretty good job of cleaning up at the trash. But I just want to be clear: the beach itself, in front of the property, it was wide sandy white beaches. The water was crystal clear, so we did enjoy swimming the beach. But yeah, it north and south of the beach could have used a little cleanup for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is amenities, and we're better to start with amenities than your own villa. So at our villa, we actually had our own private swimming pool with like a little shallow one with jacuzzis. There was an area that if you have small children, they could actually kind of stand up, and wade around in the water right there. Had a couple steps down into a big wading pool. So that was surrounded by trees and bushes, and these flower petals would fall down into the water. So any time of the day, whether it was morning or evening, if you wanted the privacy and just get a quick dip in the pool, you had your own private swimming pool. And if that wasn't enough, you had basically the big resort pool. It's kind of like 3 pools in one, with a baby pool, a wading pool, and then kind of like, I guess you would call it like the adult pool where you could swim some laps. They actually had flotation devices and things you could float around the pool and in the front of the beach. So everything was right there. Great location. The pool had a poolside bar and restaurant where you could order your food. And I have never seen at any of the resorts a lifeguard on duty. So they would make sure that your kids and everybody was safe and that there was no horseplay. And another thing about the pool, they had the lounge chairs like on a raised deck area. So that helped you to stay cool. Plenty of shade, plenty of umbrellas. They had a green area with trees. They had hammocks there. You could read a book, take a nap in a hammock. So everything was really, really nice there. Up near the clubhouse is kind of where you went to do everything. Was like your main breakfast hall. It's the main dining area where you could have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Upstairs, they did have a fitness gym. It was broken up into like machines and free weights, and then in the other room was more of your you could work on your abdominal work or do like your yoga poses or just do stretching. About the only thing bad about the fitness center was it seemed to be like all the machines were all like chest exercises, and they didn't have a lot of variety there. but they did have all the free weights. So you can kind of you always make do with what you have. Next to the fitness center, they did have like an entertainment library. I wouldn't call it more of a library. They did have some books there, but you could also play in this area. You could play pool, play game. We actually played a game of pool. Probably took us a lot longer to play than everybody else. You could play ping pong. They had board games, card games, and even computers for kids to sit down and play like computer games on. So that was it was a really nice size room, so you could really really spread out. But next to that was a kids club,
Yeah.
right?
So it was a glass wall between the recreation or family room and the kids' playroom. It looked like in there they had games, some arts and crafts activities that were staffed by people. So it looked like parents could be in the big room and the kids could be in the play area. That had a ball pit, lots of climbing equipment, different things for younger children to do. So that was nice. They also on the fourth floor have a spa, which I did get a facial, which was very nice. It was very reasonable. It was like $30 for an hour-long facial. So very well staffed, professional, clean, nice spa. So that was kind of nice. So definitely a 5 out of 5 on the amenities at the place. And the next one, so that was definitely a plus for the hotel or to the resort. So the next one is hospitality and service, and we gave that a 4.5 out of 5. The people at the front desk were really super helpful, could answer any questions for you. Several of them spoke English well, so that was easy to communicate with. When we checked in, they were, on top of everything. The one thing when we checked in, I guess I don't know if this goes with hospitality service, but we were required to give a $50 deposit in cash to them, which was kind of odd, but
It seems like it's weird when you book with points, they need a cash deposit or something,
But that happened at another Wyndham property, so it must be policy, which was no big deal. They gave us the money back at the end in cash, so not a big deal. But very helpful, nice, kind staff. The only thing was to get from one place to another in the resort, it's on a hill that declines down to the beach. So it is kind of a walk from where our villa was to the top. So they had buggy rides or were basic golf carts that you could call. You just dial 24 hours a day and they'll come pick you up at your place. They did have a few drop off and pick up points throughout the resort. Sometimes the buggies took a little longer than normal to get to you, but we think that had to do with we were there in the off season, so there weren't as many people, so there probably wasn't as many staff members on service, so that might have had something to do with it.
I mean, I thought they were always great. If you're in your room, in your villa, I should say, it's nice and air conditioned. You call them, you don't mind waiting 5 or 10 minutes in the AC until they come. But what kind of the downside was, like if you're at the pool or you're just kind of outside and then you wanted to go up to the lobby for some reason or another, it's like they had shade provided for you under the umbrella, but I mean, it's hot out there. People stood for like 10 minutes, and I mean, 10 minutes may not sound like a long time, but when you're hot and tired and you're just standing out there waiting for, you don't see any buggies coming, it gets kind of
frustrating.
It gets a little bit frustrating, but best thing, plan ahead, call from your room, and you won't have a problem.
And then they also offered, they gave us free of charge because we were staying so many nights, a shuttle service to Nha Trang. So you could take a shuttle service to the Gold Coast Mall in Nha Trang, which is kind of in the center of Nha Trang. And that was at 9 a.m. And then they would pick you up and bring you back at 3:30. So you could do a ride either way. So as I said, that's usually a cost, but they gave it to us complimentary since we were staying so many nights at their resort. So that was a nice amenity or service to have available to you.
And if you have to use a grab ride, it's not going to be that expensive. It is a 30-minute drive, but compared to what you pay for grab drives, that was a pretty good value too.
I think it was like, I looked, it was like $10 to $12 one way.
So so next up is value. Well, that's a no-brainer. I mean, for us, it was 5 stars out of 5. Again, we booked this resort with points that we had bought on discounted points a long time ago. So for us, on a cash value, where we're staying at this resort for about $75 to $80 per night. But we also had the 3-bedroom villa beachfront location, and that runs about $300 a night. So for us, it was a no-brainer. When you book with points, Wyndham's interesting, and I guess it's in the resorts that we've stayed at so far, and it probably depends on which resort you're talking about. But whether you book a single room or a villa like this, that it's either a garden view, pool view, or beachfront, it was all the same number of points. So why stay in a 2-bedroom with a garden view when you can stay at a 3 or 4-bedroom villa, beachfront with your own swimming pool? I mean, it's a no-brainer. It makes no sense to choose anything else. Now, it was just the two of us, and again, that 500 square meter villa was huge space for us. Our daughter did come to visit, but we could spread out. We could cook meals if we wanted to. It had its own kitchen, so from a value standpoint, it was outstanding. If you're looking to pay the cash rate, you're probably going to spend about $180 to $230 per night, whether it's a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom villa, with a garden view. They do have 3-bedroom villas ranging from about $275 to $300 a night, and again, 4-bedroom villas up over $450 per night. So it just depends on, do you want the garden view? Do you want the pool view? Do you want the beachfront ocean view? For us, 15,000 points a night, $75, $80 a night, it was an outstanding value. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Overall, we had a great visit. Again, it was about 10 nights in Cam Ranh. It was a nice, peaceful, relaxing, 10-night stay. I would just say, if you're considering this location, just know, what's most important to you. Know what you're going to get. Again, this is the place that you would go just for a lot of peace and tranquility, and you don't have that nightlife, city life, the busy surroundings.
Yep.
If you have not done so already, please like this video, subscribe to our channel. Please feel free to leave us a comment, and we look forward to seeing you down the road.
Okay, thanks. Bye.